The Book That Shook the Family, a fictional drama story. Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. For Duggar family latest news update, please subscribe the channel and press the bell icon. The morning sun filtered through the blinds of a quiet Los Angeles apartment as Jinger Vuolo sat at her writing desk, staring at the blinking cursor on her laptop. It was early, too early, but sleep had become a rare luxury these days. She had done it. After months of secrecy, hushed conversations, and stolen midnight writing sessions, she had finished her book. Not just any book, but the book. The one that would unravel a lifetime of questions, a past wrapped in silence, and a family story the world thought they already knew, but they didn't, not really. Her fingers trembled slightly as she saved the final draft. She whispered under her breath, "The truth deserves light." Just then, the apartment door creaked open. Jeremy Vuolo, her husband, walked in holding 2 steaming cups of coffee. "You're up early," he said with a soft smile. Jinger exhaled deeply. "I finished it." Jeremy's face froze. He knew exactly what it meant. "Are you sure you're ready for this?" "Ready or not," she said, voice steady, "it's time." He set the coffee down and took her hands. "This book will change everything." Jinger nodded. "That's the point. The past never stays quiet, even as a child." Jinger had always felt different. While the cameras rolled through her teenage years, her mind quietly questioned the world she was raised in, the rules, the fear, the quiet tension that followed every decision. Growing up Duggar meant smiling, obeying, and believing without question. But inside, her heart had whispered another message. There must be more. Now, with her book complete, the whispers had grown into a roar. In Arkansas, hundreds of miles away, Jim Bob Duggar sat in his large office, scrolling through a news alert on his phone. The headline made his jaw tighten. Jinger Vuolo to release explosive memoir, promises never before told, Duggar revelations. His hand gripped the phone. "This is not good," he muttered. He called Michelle. "We have a situation." Michelle's voice trembled softly. Jinger would not like this. But deep down, they both knew Jinger had always been the quiet storm. Family panic sets in within hours. The Duggar family group chat lit up. Not with congratulations, but messages like, "What is she planning to say? Did anyone know about this? We need to talk to her. This could hurt all of us." A flurry of missed calls hit Jinger's phone. One after another. She didn't answer. She walked outside instead, breathing in the crisp California morning. Freedom felt like sunshine here. It smelled like ocean breeze and possibility, not judgment. Jeremy joined her, gently placing his hand on her shoulder. "You knew this moment would come," he reminded her. "I know," she said quietly. "I just hoped they would understand." Her phone finally rang again, but this time it wasn't a sibling or a cousin. It was him. She stared at the screen. "Dad calling." Her chest tightened, but she pressed accept. "Hi, Dad." Jim Bob wasted no time. "Jinger, your mother and I are hurt. Deeply hurt." Silence hung between them. "We raised you with love," he continued. "We protected you. Everything we did was for our family." Jinger felt her jaw tighten. "Dad, sometimes protection can feel like control." Jim Bob's tone sharpened. "That book will damage our family's testimony." "You don't have to do this." "That I do," Jinger whispered. "People deserve the truth." "What truth?" His voice rose. "We stood for faith. For values." "Do we stood for fear?" Jinger replied, voice steady. "Fear disguised as holiness." There was a long pause. "If you publish that book," Jim Bob said slowly, "you're turning your back on us." "And oh," she replied, "I'm turning toward the truth." She hung up, her hands shook. Tears fell, not of regret, but of release. Jeremy wrapped his arms around her. "You're brave." "And oh," she sobbed, "I'm just tired of being afraid." The PR release storm. Weeks passed. News channels buzzed. YouTube exploded with predictions, and gossip sites ran headlines like, "What dark secrets will Jinger reveal? Duggar daughter breaks silence." Is this the end of the family legacy? Supporters rallied behind her. Critics sharpened their words. Even strangers debated her decision. But Jinger stayed calm. She journaled, prayed, and prepared. Not for fame, but for impact. She wasn't writing to destroy, but to heal. Still, tension thickened. Some siblings messaged quietly, "We support you," but we can't say it publicly. Others remained silent. A few pushed back harshly, but the biggest silence came from her parents' book launch day. The morning of the release felt unreal. A black car waited outside to take Jinger to her first interview. She dressed simply, soft cream blouse, hair flowing naturally. She wasn't there to perform a role. She was there as herself. "You ready?" Jeremy asked. Jinger inhaled deeply. "Yes." Finally, as she stepped out, flashes exploded. Cameras swarmed. Voices shouted questions. "Did your parents try to stop you? What secrets are in the book? Do you still talk to your family?" She didn't answer yet. Soon, on her own terms, inside the studio, the interviewer smiled kindly. "Nervous? A little." Jinger admitted. "You're safe here. Speak your truth." The cameras rolled. And for the first time, publicly, openly, bravely, Jinger told her story, her childhood, her doubts, her journey toward personal faith, not inherited fear. And yes, the parts that hurt, she didn't condemn or attack. She shared, she explained, she illuminated. Love should not be controlled. Faith should not be forced. By the time she finished, the studio was silent. Powerful, reverent silence. One that meant impact. The family reaction back in Arkansas, the mood was stormy. Michelle sat quietly reading the book. Tears fell, confusion, sadness, maybe even understanding flickering in her eyes. But Jim Bob paced the room, fuming. "She's been influenced," he muttered. "She's been led astray." Michelle looked up softly. "Maybe she's just telling her story." "It's betrayal," Jim Bob snapped. Michelle's voice barely whispered. "Or maybe it's pain." But he didn't listen. The phone calls to close friends, church elders, and advisors began. Control was fighting back. Hard. Yet the world was shifting. And control was losing its grip. Chapter 7. A New Dawn. Days turned into weeks. Reviews poured in. The world listened. And slowly, a new picture of Jinger formed in the public eye. Not the quiet Duggar daughter anymore, but a thoughtful woman, a seeker of truth, a voice for freedom. She spoke at events, answered questions, and encouraged others trapped in fear-based systems. One afternoon, as she walked through a peaceful park with Jeremy and their daughters, she smiled at the sunshine dancing through the trees. "I never imagined life could feel this light," she whispered. Jeremy squeezed her hand. "Truth brings freedom." Jinger watched her kids play. Laughter rang through the air. For once, joy didn't come with guilt. The legacy of courage. Not everyone forgave her. Not everyone understood. Some family members kept their distance. Others reached out quietly. But Jinger didn't write her story to destroy a family. She wrote it to break a cycle, and cycles, especially generational ones, take time to heal. Her legacy would not be silence. It would be honesty, courage, faith, chosen, not imposed. In interviews and book signings, fans would often ask, "Was it worth it?" Jinger would smile gently and answer, "The truth always is." Jill Duggar's secret baby. The revelation that shook Arkansas. The sun hung low over the rolling Arkansas countryside, its soft golden glow settling over the quiet streets of Lowell. Leaves rustled. A gentle breeze brushed across porches and gardens, and church bells rang in the distance like they always did on peaceful spring mornings. But today, peace did not belong to the Duggar family. Not even close. Inside a modest yet warm home, far from the sprawling Duggar compound, Jill Duggar Dillard stood by a crib, her heart trembling in her chest. Wrapped in pastel blankets, with a tuft of brown hair and the softest angel face, lay a tiny baby girl, only 8 days old. Jill gazed down, overwhelmed with gratitude and fear at the same time. She whispered, "Welcome to the world, little hope." Yes, Jill Duggar, a strange daughter of Jim Bob and Michelle, had secretly welcomed her fourth child. And no one, not even her most observant siblings, knew about it. Not yet. This wasn't just a new chapter in Jill's life. It was a storm waiting to break, a secret carried in silence. Jill never imagined giving birth away from the media, from cameras, from family expectations and ministry PR image. But life had changed, especially after the release of her explosive book and public statements about family trauma. Speaking her truth had created a canyon between her and her parents, a canyon she refused to ignore anymore, So she hid her pregnancy, not out of shame, not out of fear of judgment from the world, but out of a deep desire to protect her peace and her baby. Her husband, Derek, had been her anchor. Late nights, doctor appointments, whispered prayers over a growing belly no one knew about, and secret baby shopping trips disguised as Target runs for toilet paper. They wanted this birth to be different. No reality TV narrative, no counting on rumors, no online chatter tracking her baby bump. Just family, healing, and a new chance at joy. A hidden birth. The birth had been intense but beautiful. In a birthing suite lit only by fairy lights, Jill gripped Derek's hand as she brought their daughter into the world. Tears streamed down her face when she held her. Everything she had been fighting for, independence, voice, peace, suddenly felt worth it. "I'll protect you," Jill whispered to her tiny daughter. "I won't let the world take anything from you." Derek kissed Jill's forehead. "She's perfect, just like her mama." The phone call, but secrets don't stay secrets long. Not in the Duggar universe. 8 days after baby Hope's birth, Jill's phone buzzed. It was Jessa. She hesitated. Breathing deep, she answered. "Hey, Jilly Muffin." Jessa's cheerful voice rang out. "Whatcha doing?" "Been trying to reach you." Jill shifted uncomfortably. "Just resting." "Been tired." Jessa paused. "Girl, are you hiding something?" "Mom says you've barely replied."
"She's worried, Mom."
As if that word didn't weigh heavy anymore. "I'm okay," Jill replied quietly. There was another pause. Then Jessa's voice dropped, serious. "Jill, just tell me the truth. Did something happen?" Silence. Finally, Jill breathed out, "I had a baby." Dead quiet on the other end. "You what?" Jessa whispered, stunned. "A little girl. Her name is Hope." Suddenly, Jessa burst into excited shouts. "You had a baby?"
"Jill,
why didn't you tell us?" "Oh my, okay. Okay, wait, does Mom know?" "Does Dad?" Jill closed her eyes. "I'm telling you because I trust you." "Please don't tell them yet." The enthusiasm on the other end dimmed. "Jill, you know they'll feel hurt." "Jessa, I didn't hide her out of spite. I needed peace. You know how everything becomes a circus. I didn't want cameras. I didn't want church gossip. I didn't want pressure. I just wanted freedom." Jessa finished softly. Jill nodded silently. News spreads, and so does tension. Despite Jill's plea, it took less than 3 hours for the news to travel from Jessa to Joy to John David, and then Jim, Bob, and Michelle Duggar found out, and the house phone rang. Again and again. Jill didn't pick up. She couldn't. Not yet. She wasn't ready for the storm. Though we only want what's best, the veiled guilt, the scripture quotes layered like chains. Her heart hurt. She wished things were different. Later that evening, her phone buzzed again. This time, a text from Joy. "Heard about the baby. I love you. I want to meet her. I don't care about the drama." And then one from Jinger. "Proud of you. You deserve happiness and boundaries." Jill exhaled. Not all her siblings stood with the old guard. Jim Bob shows up the next morning. There was a knock at the door. Derek froze. Jill felt her heart drop. Jim Bob Duggar stood there, Bible in hand, smile forced. "Well, hey there, sweetheart. Heard we have a new little blessing." Jill felt her stomach twist. She loved her father, but she also feared the emotional control he carried like a weapon. "We're resting." "It's not a good time," Derek said firmly, stepping forward. Jim Bob's eyes narrowed at him. Family is always a good time, but Jill didn't step back. She stood tall, sleep-deprived, messy bun, robe wrapped around her, baby monitor beeping softly behind her. "Dad, we need space," she said. Silence.
Shock.
Jim Bob blinked like he'd been slapped by a feather, because his daughter, once obedient and sheltered, now stood strong and unshaken. "You could have told us," he said quietly. "That I wanted peace. Not control. Not cameras. Not guilt." Jill answered. Jim Bob swallowed. "You're hurting the family." And "Oh, Dad," she whispered. "I'm healing from the family." He took a slow breath. "I'll be praying for you, Dad." "I know," Jill said. "And we're okay." Jim Bob hesitated, then turned and walked away. The moment the door clicked shut, Jill collapsed into Derek's arms, shaking. "I'm proud of you," he whispered into her hair. The public finds out a day later. A Duggar fan Facebook page posted, "Is Jill hiding a baby?" Rumors say she secretly gave birth within hours. Instagram pages, Reddit threads, YouTube channels, rumors exploded. But instead of panic, Jill felt something unexpected. Strength. This time, she controlled her story. She posted a photo, not posed, not curated. Just raw and beautiful. Jill holding baby Hope, sunlight behind them. Welcome to the world. Hope Dillard born quietly, in peace, and surrounded by love. She disabled comments. No opinions, no debate, no speculation, just truth. Sisters arrived later that week. Jessa and Jinger arrived. One with tears, one with flowers. Jill placed baby Hope in their arms. Jessa cried instantly. She looks like you, Jessa whispered. Strong. Jinger smiled softly. You broke the chain, Jill. You're giving your kids something new. Jill wiped a tear. That's all I ever wanted. A new beginning. Weeks passed. Hope grew. Nights were long, but peace was real. There were still complicated emotions, awkward phone calls, and strained silences. Healing doesn't happen overnight. But Jill had found something she never had growing up. Her voice, her boundaries, her joy. And every time she held baby Hope, she whispered the same words: you will grow up freed. In the quiet Arkansas evening, as crickets chirped softly and fireflies danced, Jill rocked her newborn, love overflowing. She didn't know what the future held, but she knew. One thing for certain: Hope had arrived in more ways than one.